What is going on, team? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a two-step capture review framework that allows me to bring a stress-free presence to life. Over the last few years, I've completely transformed my life. I was 125 kilos and since then I've lost 50 of them. I was a data scientist, unhappy in my job. Now I'm an online fitness business owner with lots of purpose, meaning and fulfillment in my life. Now it is my mission to help as many people as possible live happier, healthier lives. With that being said, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the two-step capture review framework that is going to allow you to bring a stress-free presence to your life, your work, your relationships, every single aspect of your life. I've been working with my clients recently and a lot of them have been saying, oh yeah, I'm feeling a little bit stressed, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And it's been a common thread among a lot of my clients recently. I did some research into stress and overwhelm and I found that 83% of 18 to 24-year-olds are feeling stressed and overwhelmed, which is incredibly high. To be honest, I don't feel that way. I'm part of that 17% that isn't really feeling that stressed on a regular basis. So I thought I would share my method for dealing with stress and bringing a sense of peaceful focus to life and my daily responsibilities so that perhaps it can help you too. I have felt stressed before, and one of the reasons why I've felt stressed in the past is because I've had a lot of tasks in my head. The more tasks that I've had in my head, the more stress that I feel, because every single one of these tasks will open a loop in my brain. And when it opens this loop, it creates a slight increase in cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So even if it's something as small as leaving a cup in the sink, every single time I have a little thing like that, you can see how things compound over time and add to the level of stress that I'm feeling at any given point in time. An increased compounding effect of this is that if I forget to clear away that cup in the sink, I will see it later and I'll be like, oh, Niam, you forgot. That has now turned something which is a physical task that I needed to complete and transformed it into something that carries emotional baggage. And so by forgetting to put away the cup in the sink, I'm adding a level of emotional stress to that activity which doesn't need to be there. Which means that if you've got a lot on, if you've got a lot of tasks with work, with your professional life, with your family life, like whatever it is, it's so important to create a system to manage these tasks so that you don't feel overwhelmed, because it means that you can systematically get things done in an efficient and effective manner. You see, when you're in a busy professional career or you have a lot of responsibilities with your family, there's going to be so many things going on. You're going to get thrown things at 2 p.m, 3 p.m, you might have an idea about doing something, you might have to go get the kids at a different point, and so there's going to be so many different things going on. If you're carrying all of these little things in your head, it's going to open so many loops, and then we're going to be constantly living with this subconscious level of overwhelm and stress. At some point, when something bad happens, we blow out because it adds up and it compounds slowly until we can't handle it anymore. That's why the framework that I propose and I'm going to share with you gets rid of this whole idea of holding things in our head. This is the capture review framework. So when a task comes in, we're going to capture it somewhere. And we can use your phone, you can use a notepad. I use a piece of software called TickTick. And what TickTick allows me to do is write all these tasks down into a place called Inbox. Now, if the task is something that requires less than 2 minutes, for example, doing the dishes after I've eaten lunch, there's no point me going to spend time and write that into my inbox because I can just do that straight away. However, if a task requires other people or is something that's longer than 2 minutes and isn't urgent, there's no point in me spending time doing it now because I should be focusing on the task that I've scheduled into my calendar previously. And you'll see how this makes sense after I've explained the whole framework. But essentially, if something is not urgent, it's not like an emergency or something, or it's not a 2-minute task, I'll write it down in this inbox. And then every single day, at the end of the day, I'll review this whole inbox of tasks that I've got, and I will prioritize each task and put it into my calendar. And at that point, all the little tasks that I have to do, whether that's picking up the laundry from the ironing lady in a few days, or whether that's moving money around, or whether that's a YouTube video idea that I want to script something for. All of them then go into my calendar and it's out of my head, and I don't have to think about it and I don't have to worry about it. And it's just something that I can remove from the limited bandwidth in my mind. The powerful thing about this is that because it is removing it from the bandwidth in my mind, it creates space for me to focus on the task at hand. When I go about my day and I've scheduled an hour and a half for scripting, and then I've scheduled an hour and a half for filming, like I'm doing right now, I'm not worrying about anything else. I'm literally just focusing on the task at hand, and it allows me to bring a way greater sense of and presence to the activity that I'm undertaking, which means I can bring more value to it. So this is a really good framework that works for me. I hope that it's something that works for you. That's it from me for now. I hope that this helps you manage your stress. If you like this video, then check out some of my other videos. I'm solving 100 fat loss problems in 100 days. Until tomorrow, peace and go get it.